The Arctic is a geopolitical hotspot, but one place in particular has become the focus of global power struggles: Greenland. The world was taken aback when US President Donald Trump publicly announced his interest in purchasing Greenland from Denmark. While many dismiss this as another one of Trump's outlandish ideas, the reality is that the US has long had strategic interests in Greenland. The island's vast natural resources, its critical military positioning, and the emerging Arctic trade routes due to climate change make it an invaluable asset in global politics. However, Denmark was quick to respond with a firm rejection, insisting that Greenland is not for sale. This resistance only fueled tensions between the United States and Denmark, putting Greenland in the center of an international controversy. But why exactly is Greenland so important? What were Trump's real motives? And what does this dispute mean for the future of the Arctic? In this video, we will explore the deep-rooted strategic interests surrounding Greenland, the political fallout from Trump's offer, and what the future holds for this icy landmass. Greenland is the world's largest island, covering over 2.1 million square kilometers. Though its population is small, roughly 56,000 people, its geopolitical significance is enormous. The island is rich in untapped natural resources, including rare earth metals, uranium, and oil. As global warming continues to melt Arctic ice, previously inaccessible resources are now becoming available, attracting the attention of major world powers. Beyond resources, Greenland holds a strategic military advantage. The US already operates the Thule Air Base in northern Greenland, a key component of America's missile defense system and military surveillance network. With tensions rising between global superpowers, particularly the US, Russia, and China, control over Arctic territories is more critical than ever. Additionally, melting ice is opening up new maritime routes in the Arctic, which could become major international shipping lanes. Whoever controls these routes gains economic and strategic leverage over global trade. For the US, ensuring that Greenland remains within the sphere of Western influence is a matter of national security. Donald Trump's interest in buying Greenland became public in 2019, when he stated that the US should explore acquiring the territory. Many people around the world were shocked. The idea of a country buying another country's land seemed outdated, reminiscent of colonial-era deals like the Louisiana Purchase or the acquisition of Alaska from Russia. While many assumed Trump was joking, his administration took the matter seriously. The White House reached out to Denmark to discuss the possibility, only to be met with strong opposition. Danish Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen firmly stated that Greenland is not for sale, calling Trump's proposal absurd. This response infuriated Trump, leading him to cancel a scheduled visit to Denmark. However, the idea of acquiring Greenland was not a spontaneous thought by Trump alone. US officials have long viewed Greenland as a key asset. Washington had previously attempted to buy Greenland from Denmark back in 1946 under President Harry Truman. The US offered $100 million for the island, but Denmark declined. Trump's interest simply reignited an old American ambition. Denmark was swift in its rejection of Trump's proposal. Beyond the political insult, Denmark had valid reasons to protect Greenland. While Greenland is officially a part of the Kingdom of Denmark, it enjoys a significant level of autonomy. The island has its own government and is gradually working toward full independence. The people of Greenland were also vocal in their opposition to the US purchase. A 2019 poll showed that 85% of Greenlanders rejected the idea of becoming part of the United States. Many Greenlanders cherish their cultural and political ties with Denmark, while also aspiring for self-governance. In response to the growing interest in Greenland, Denmark ramped up its investments in the island. In 2023, Denmark announced a $2 billion investment in security, infrastructure, and economic development in Greenland and the Arctic region. This move was seen as a direct countermeasure against both US and Chinese interests in the region. While the US sees Greenland as a national security asset, China has also been making moves in the region. Over the past decade, Chinese companies have attempted to invest in Greenland's mining industry, infrastructure projects, and even military-adjacent facilities. This has raised alarms in Washington and Copenhagen alike. China's interest in Greenland is largely driven by its need for rare earth minerals, which are critical for manufacturing electronics, renewable energy technologies, and military equipment. China already controls the majority of the world's rare earth supply, and a foothold in Greenland would further cement its dominance. Recognizing the risks, Denmark and the European Union have actively worked to limit Chinese investments in Greenland. In 2021, Greenland's government banned uranium mining and restricted foreign involvement in its mining sector, a move largely aimed at curbing Chinese influence. So what does the future hold for Greenland? While Trump is no longer in office, US interest in Greenland has not waned. The Biden administration has continued diplomatic efforts to strengthen ties with Greenland, offering economic aid and development projects in hopes of keeping the island aligned with Western interests. At the same time, Greenland's push for independence is gaining momentum. While full independence from Denmark is not yet a reality, many Greenlandic leaders envision a future where the island governs itself completely. However, economic challenges remain a major hurdle, as Greenland still relies heavily on financial support from Denmark. Meanwhile, the broader Arctic region is becoming increasingly militarized. Russia has been expanding its military presence in the Arctic, reopening Soviet-era bases and deploying new weapons systems. NATO and Western allies are responding in kind, increasing patrols and establishing new military outposts. With climate change accelerating and global powers vying for control over the region, tensions in the Arctic are expected to rise in the coming years. The battle over Greenland is more than just a bizarre real estate dispute. It is a reflection of a broader geopolitical struggle over the Arctic, one that involves the world's biggest powers. The US wants to secure its strategic interests, China seeks to expand its influence, and Denmark aims to protect its sovereignty while supporting Greenland's path towards self-determination. As the Arctic continues to change, so too will the political landscape surrounding Greenland. Whether it remains a part of Denmark, gains full independence, or sees renewed American attempts at acquisition, one thing is clear. Greenland is no longer just an icy island. It is a key player in global politics. What do you think? Should Greenland push for full independence? Should the US continue its efforts to acquire Greenland? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video and want to stay informed on the latest geopolitical developments, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Politics. We'll see you in the next one.